Hello and Assalamu alaikum. My name is Sadiq Akbar and I'm ESL and IS trainer at USECS Islamabad. As you know that once again we are going to discuss on a very interesting topic, which is stress management. I'm joined by the step of students who are going to discuss this particular topic. So without wasting your time, I'd like to ask the students some questions and they'd like to extend their opinion. So let's begin with Mr. Mohammed. What is stress management?
Well, basically stress management is managing your stress. Like if you know there's students who have stress, so they need to make a timetable or curriculum in which they could manage their stress. So this is basically stress management, when you know how and where to manage your stress.
Perfectly all right. And how it goes for professionals, if professionals have stress, so what do you recommend them that how they can overcome this problem?
Well, like there are so many professionals. For example, if you talk about teachers, students, or business persons, so all of them, that is because they are thinking a lot. They have so many tasks to do. They have too many burdens. So because of that, they have stress, and they can manage that stress by taking things easy and dividing them to people, or extending the time. Like for example, there is a person who is having different works on a particular time. So he could basically divide them or give it to different people, or he could take more time or do it in his free time. And he should also do some physical activities so that his stress it could be finished.
Idris, there are a number of remedies for managing stress. What do you recommend? Should there be any therapy or exercise or physical activities are the best solution for stress management?
Yes, it is important because when you will do that, so you will be fresh. When you will sit in nature, so you will do exercise or run, so your stress will be it will be finished. So when you every day you are doing that, so it can be finished because you are being relaxed on that.
Being a student, when you are overburdened with assignments or any homework, so how do you handle it? Like that also, the stress comes also with that particular issues. So what is your strategy of overcoming your stress?
I make my mindset which homework I should do first, second, and third.
Prioritize your assignments.
And then I do, and then I follow that.
Okay, so you mean to say setting schedule or timetable, that could be best. What other, for students like you who are stressed because of marks, because of, assignments, do you recommend them any sports or games, especially, which could help them reduce and, make them relaxed?
Yes, when they will play physical games, so their stress will be finished, and they should not think very much. Like when they will think about their marks, their homework and everything, so he will be stressful. Like he will prepare his test very good, but he cannot give that good because when he will even he have stress, so he can do nothing good and he cannot be prepared. When he will do physical games, so his mind will be fresh.
Perfectly all right. Mohammed Yusuf, coming over to you, and if I ask you the question that, how do you manage your stress and what are the best solutions for that if somebody is stressed?
As you have asked a very good question, you have told what is stress. So first of all, stress means to be depressed, or exactly it means to have under pressure or overwhelmed or overburdened or overthinking. So it means when you do something that's out of your imagination. Example, let me give example of a stress. Like in Pakistan, if you see, so about 78% of our students are being stressed, and yeah, it's the main problem. The main problem we can say is they are overthinking. There are family problems like financial, or we can also say the what we can say.
Some students are like, they are quite stressed for their grades and marks.
Yeah,
So do you think that is also something, a major problem and it should be overcome?
It is the major problem because of the grades, as I've searched the Google, so it says that about 1.5% students do the suicide in Pakistan because of the grades, or because of the pressure from the families of getting the grades, etc. Like in our studies, I don't think our education system is great because it only shows what other people want to do. Like it can't judge everyone by its score. So it means that stress is the main problem. It is in the businessman, it is in every person's life. If it is a worker, if it is what we can say a student, or a businessman, or an owner of a business, or we can say, or a sweeper, etc. Everyone has stress in their life. As for me as a student, so I manage my stress first of all for the studies. Like if there is very much work I need to do, if the exams are near and I want to study for that, and I don't have that much time, so there is a rule of time management. So in that I make timetable for myself. It can be weekly or monthly, but I prefer to go on weekly because it will help you make new timetables for yourself, by which you can know how much time should I study. In that, first of all, like for me, I do, if I want to cover the one topic, so for that I make what we can say, I give 3 hours of for that, or 1 hour, etc. There can be a gap between that. So by that, when I ready all the thing, if the alarm didn't held up, if I give it 1 hour, and if the alarm didn't get held, so I don't close the book, because I know I need to recover it again and again, by which it will help you very much.
So you mean to say the key towards solving the stress is to smartly divide your time and make a timetable for that.
And secondly, it can be also by therapist, or sharing your, like we can, if someone is stressed, so as a relative or a friend, you need to sit with him, talk to him about what he is having a stress, and you should also give him the solution, by which it will very help him. And there can be also the man, as in sports, or there can be yoga, because in yoga you sit and you think imaginary, by which it helps, like many billionaires, or we can say millionaires, do this thing because they know, because of their mental health, like if they are thinking improves, and if they think, so their new ideas generate.
They become creative.
They become creative, and the new ideas generates, by which their business can also flourish, and by which the stress is being maintained and finished.
Perfectly all right. Okay, Jibril, I'd like to ask you, the question is that sometimes, when there is a gap of communication among or between two persons or people, so the stress generates there. And do you think to solve this particular stress, overcoming and finishing the gap of communication is the only remedy?
Like if there are two people and they are communicating, and someone they get stressed, so from this, we should first
I'd like to give you a clue. For instance, that there is a kind of conflict between an employee and employer, and it may be because of a third party, and the employee is stressed because his boss might have said something, something offensive maybe, or something stressful. So do you think that the employee should consult and talk to the employer in terms of overcoming the problem? What kind of a stress has been created between them, and it could be overcome by the kind of a gap of overcoming or finishing the gap of communication?
Like yes, it should be like overcome, because if there is a third party and like there is a conflict between one employer and the other, so they are like they have the other feel stress. So from this, it is a big problem, because if they are always fighting with each other, like they have a conflict, so they won't leave each other. They will do something like this. So first, like they should think about it, or they should cool down, like the person who is getting stressed, and after that they should think about it, like they should do something. So like they should be cool down, that they should realize that who is there, who is doing this. So from this, if one person get to know that someone else wants us to fight and there should be a conflict, so then the other person should do something to remove these fights. Like he should be good with the other person, like if he's abusing him or whatever he's doing, so this person should be good with him. She should not say anything to him. So from this, it can be overcome.
Perfectly all right. And how do you manage your stress being a student?
Like I manage my stress, if I get stressed, so I sometimes, like from this, sometimes if there is a lot of work for us to do, so we get stressed. So first we should like prioritize. After prioritizing, we should then do it one, then the other, and if we don't get time, we can do it sometimes at the other time. So from this, first I prioritize my work, and after that I cool down, like I overthink that what should I do. Like first, like if you feel stressed and you are doing everything right, so it won't help you. So first you should be good, like you should stay a bit, and after that you can start your work.
As it is said that joy, gets doubled when you share it with others. Similarly, do you think it applies to stress? If you share your stress with others, and you can find it, or the individual can give you some useful suggestion, or could find a possible solution towards solving that problem. So do you think that happiness gets double? Similarly, if you share your stress with others, or your problems with others, so it reduces with at the same time.
So like if you look at that, if there is a stress, like if someone is with you, so if you don't know how do I manage it, like how to do it, so from this you can also take help of someone who is with you. So from this, he will also help in you. But like first, if you have, like everyone have stress, so they all should know how to cover it, how to like what are the solutions that I should do, so I don't feel stress, I can do the work. So after that, if you don't know like about how, if you apply these qualities and you don't know what, like it's not helping me, so after that you can also ask from someone else, because they can help you in.
Thank you so much. Okay, Muhammad, let's discuss it from a different perspective. Like, when stress is at the peak and a person doesn't figure it out, that what is the solution. So at that particular time, people are trying, or there are some kind of suicidal thoughts coming in mind. So what should we do at that particular time in order to stop ending our life?
Well, simple thing is that you should have patience. Now, there are many people who are not having patience, and they are aggressive. So most of the people who do suicide are commit suicide are the ones who are aggressive. The ones who are having patience, they stay calm, and they try to think positively. Like they try to have solution of that problem. Like everything is dependent on emotions and our control of ourselves. If you can control yourself, your emotions, then if the challenge is so much big, still you can control it, and you will not try. You will not even think. If you are thinking, you will not even try to suicide. So basically, the people who are suiciding is because they don't. They think that if I suicide, so all of my tensions, it will be clear. But it's not like that. It's not really good. So if a person is trying to commit suicide, he should first try to think that am I doing right or wrong. So the best thing to do, the best thing to save yourself from suicide and tensions is to have patience, and that is the biggest thing you can achieve.
Okay, Muhammad Yusuf, what is your take on suicidal thoughts because of stress?
As for me, for students, suicidal stress, as he talk about emotionals, he talk about controlling himself. So I think it isn't the problem of the student or the person who has this kind of thought. It's the problem of the society. Because of society, he's being what we can say. Because of that society, he's being uh, abused or abused.
Criticized.
Yes, criticized and like that. And it's because of the society that's in his mind. It comes that I should kill myself or etc. If you see in Japan, so this is very much, there is a jungle which is being made for them, or a forest which is being made for them, where many people go and do suicide. It's mainly commit suicide mainly in USA also, but they don't show it in media. Mainly also in India, etc. There are many places where they do. It's because of the pressure that is being given by the societies, that is being given by the people. If you see the Asian countries like Middle East, not Middle East, the Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, etc. These countries, so their main focus is grades, not the creativity, not how the children works, how the children should know the people.
A rat race in terms of grading,
Yeah.
in terms of gaining grades and marks.
Yeah, if you see that if a person, like many students, if the main problem is the relatives, especially because they compare, like comparing one another with the students, comparing the students, I don't think it's a great idea, because as there is a quotation that all five fingers are not the same, so it means all people are not the same. So it means their qualities will be different. Someone will be best in studies, someone will be best in
And there is
speaking
an
skills.
Einstein's quote as well, that if you judge a fish by its ability that it will, climb a tree, so it will live its whole life believing that, it's stupid. So it means to say that a fish is actually not designed and created for climbing the tree, rather it's designed for what? Swimming in the water.
Yeah, so like this, from this we can say that if a person, if example, let's take Muhammad example, if he is good in studies, so he will make it best, but if this isn't good, so it doesn't mean he's useless. But in our society, especially in Pakistan, if someone didn't get A plus or A grades, etc., so they said that if he didn't get that kind of grades, it means he's useless, he can't do anything. And because of that, his creativity is being killed, his what we can say, his imaginary is being killed, his motivation is being killed. What he want to be in the future, it's like from the inside he's being killed, from he's being dead, but from the outside he's alive.
Perfectly all right. Okay. Yes, Jibril, what do you think? People are like, they are stressed, especially students, for gaining or obtaining marks and grades. What is your suggestion to them as well as to their parents?
I do agree with him, but I have different slightly opinions. Like if you look at that, if someone is not performing well in his studies, so he would, if he failed the test or exam, so he will bring the result to his home and also show it to everyone. So people, if it is low, so people will like blame him that what have you do it. So from this he will become stressed that everyone is talking like this, that you have less marks and this. So from this one, like the first one is that they suicide, and like the second one is that when someone score less marks, so from all of the people, like they should, like it's like someone say practice makes a man perfect. So if he scores one time, so other time he should like he won't have stress. So if everyone is talking about him, so he would feel stress and it would be hard for him to learn again. So that's why he should practice on it. After practicing, next time he can score better, and next time
And
he can
what's the
score
message
better
for
than him.
parents?
So like my message for parents and all of the people, like it is that like they should not tell them that you have scored less. Like they should appreciate them, because nowadays stress is damaging and it is letting them commit suicide. So that's why they should be good with them, they should appreciate them, because next time he can do better.
Perfectly all right. Okay. Thank you, students. Okay, that's the end of our today's discussion, which was about stress management. And inshallah, in another episode, we'll be also talking about a very interesting topic. Till then, stay tuned spoken stage.